Like this installation called the physical value of sound, and it consists of like 5 different like projects, and which include like musical instruments and like toy and some jewelry as well. But most of them is kind of using primitive technology like a vinyl record, like just like turning like a disc and put stylus on it and playing back music. And it's just I want to contribute some moment or like entrance with the people to like kind of realizing like how good like this media is, and also under 16 years old people they never touch record as well. So I just want to make an entrance for the people to like first experience of record.
In our installation, what we did was we investigated the nature of suspicious movements and worked with one of our colleagues, Rebecca Bryant from Purdue University, on a choreography based on suspicious movements. And this is what we see outside on the television screen. That is linked directly with these 100 BNC cables to the installation. We also see 100 of these flashlights behind us. What's happening here is a translation process that the video image on the screen outside is translated in real time, scaled down to a 10 by 10 pixel matrix. And this is the image that we see behind us on the wall here. It's a 10 by 10 pixel or light dot image that's projected behind us.
Yeah, it's inspired by pattern drawings. So while we were researching last year, we found a lot of very interesting drawings in the pattern database. So we came up with this machine that tries to tell a story using these pattern drawings. So it's taking a given story and translating it into patent drawings, and there's a database in the, from the patent office, and it's over 8 million patents there. So for every sentence in our story, we find a proper patent drawing that fits. So now it's possible to read the story only with these drawings.
It's basically a solar power production process which is producing one object a day. So it starts when the sun rises and stops when the sun sets, and it reacts on the different intensities of the sun and incorporates it in the object.
So that means when there's lots of sun, the machine turns really fast. The layer gets thicker and paler, and if there's less sun, it gets thinner, the color gets darker, and the layer is much thinner. So like now, the machine goes really slow because it's in the shadow, so it becomes darker. So by the end of the day, you can read in an abstract way how the weather situation, like the sun situation, was at the day and place of production.
It's called Connect. The subtitle is Feedback-Driven Sculpture, and it's a system which can create connections between its elements. And one of the most important parts of the sculpture is this bar. And the bar has on each side a magnet. And so I can put the bar inside the system, like here. And then the sphere starts swinging, and then it's like a mechanical acrobat. It tries to make a connection to another sphere. And but the sculpture has its own time, so it's completely random chaos. And yeah, it took some while to make a connection.
It's a place where you can, I mean, the first obvious image is as you're in the center of the storm, where it's supposed to be very quiet. And here also, when you're in the center, you're safe, let's say. But you're really surrounded by a very complex, by very fast passing particles. And so at first it's kind of spectacular or entertaining, but hopefully you spend enough time to relax and to find a way to adjust your eyes, because it's going very fast. And one approach is some people try to follow the particles and try to recognize certain patterns in it. But of course it's impossible. I mean, it's also, you are in the middle of it, you're completely surrounded. And that's kind of an interesting, or for me, an interesting part, like this idea of being in the middle. We always try to maybe measure things or to understand things by analyzing them, by rationally approaching, and like the whole scientific approach, if you want. But of course, we are always in the middle. We can never be really objective. We are always surrounded by and influenced by many different parameters.